Honorable Ministers, Honorable Congresspeople, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests from home and abroad, good afternoon. It's indeed an honor for me to deliver a keynote speech at this meaningful event where large numbers of political leaders, including current and former heads of state, prime ministers, chairmen of Congress, and ministers from across the world come together and pool their wisdom. I'm Yoon, Chairman of the Foreign Affairs and Unification Committee of the National Assembly of the Republic of Korea. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude for the Universal Peace Federation to invite me to this summit and offer me such a special opportunity to share my thoughts on the ways to achieve peace on the Korean Peninsula and in the world. The 2020 World Summit holds great significance at this critical juncture where a number of daunting issues are mounting. I, in particular, could recognize the reason that Universal Peace Federation hosts the World Summit with the single goal of realizing the ideal of peaceful world in the global village. In order to realize the world of peace ideal, it is necessary to have a place of discussion where leaders and experts from all fields, including politics, finance, religion, society, culture, and art, can work together, resolve the problems of international conflicts and hostilities. Today, we all gather here to discuss the future of humanity and to make the revolution to bring about perpetual peace in the world. This year's World Summit is being held on the theme of achieving world peace and peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula, centered on interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values. In this regard, I'd like to focus my speech on the ways to anchor peace on the Korean Peninsula and the inter-Korean relationship. First, it is integral that all responsible nations comply with the UN sanctions against North Korea. The member countries of the United Nations made a concerted effort to deter North Korea's growing nuclear threats and agreed to adopt the UN Security Council resolutions. Nevertheless, the current Moon Jae-in administration announced that it will push for independent travel to North Korea. The international society is arguing that inter-Korean cooperation should go hand in hand with progresses in denuclearization of North Korea, but the Korean government has been maintaining its stance to push for independent travel to the north. This is an apparent violation of UN sanctions regime, sanctions UN Security Council resolutions. Even at this moment, North Korea is accelerating the speed to advance its nuclear arsenal. In response, the international community is pulling all our efforts to deter North Korean nuclear capability by solidifying the cooperation and multiplying the economic sanctions against North Korea. It is obvious that the Moon Jae-in administration's independent travel plans is derailing the peace process on the Korean Peninsula. The Republic of Korea, as a member of the United Nations, should faithfully follow the UN Security Council resolutions. It is not a matter of choice. The UN sanctions are the result of a centered action of the global international society, which was made to deter the North Korea's capability to sophisticate its nuclear weapons and WMD program. The bottom line should be complete dismantlement of all nuclear capabilities of North Korea, including not only further development and non-proliferation, quote unquote, in the future, but also, quote unquote, existing nuclear threats. The formidable nuclear threats from North Korea are shaking the foundation of world peace and security. South Korea is the very concerned party of these threats and likely to be directly hit by the possible attack from North Korea. That is why we should be the most exemplary nation following the sanctions measures to achieve complete implementation of UN Security Council resolutions. Ironically, intentionally or not, the Moon Jae-in government has consistently deviated from this journey toward peace and created a loophole in the sanctions regime. President Moon's ambition to resume tours to North Korea and promote tourism in North Korea will give Kim Jong-un some breathing space and at last refuel North Korea's economy. I support that international community, including our allies, is sincerely concerned that the South Korea's plan to start independent travel to North Korea will create a rift in the global security and solidarity. Therefore, the ultimate goal of our cooperation, should aim at upholding the core principle of universal values, including human rights, such as human rights, environmental protection, and fight against crimes. We all have to actively in international coordination to protect human rights and environment. So here I would like to emphasize the role of proactive diplomacy. It is to expand the future sphere of global cooperation by enhancing multilateral cooperation with various countries. Ladies and gentlemen, cooperation among the international society, denuclearization of North Korea, a strong ROK and US alliance, and improvement in inter-Korean relations are crucial in bringing peace in the world, Northeast Asia, and the Korean Peninsula. Through our leaders' wisdom and determination, and a breakthrough in the current situation, I sincerely hope that all countries will be the vanguards of peace in the world. Thank you. Thank you for listening.